4 games so far. That's a decent ball forward from Ruiz, who went on. And the race was just won by Thiago Silva, Brazil's captain today. Tite has had a habit of rotating the captaincy, but Thiago Silva is the man in possession. With the Inter Milan club in Italy. That's been for a while now. And Thiago Silva, who of course has played a lot of his football in France with Paris Saint-Germain. Solid block of white there to prevent Brazil making much forward movement. We've already had 5 minutes, and most of those 5 minutes have been spent predictably in the Costa Rica half. And now they do have a chance to advance. The man who went around in 180 degrees was Celso Borges. This is Borges now, winning his 115th cap today, more than any other of the Costa Rican players. Ruiz is on the 113. He'll be looking to be on the end of something here, maybe. From Duarte. Oviedo, whose club side in England, Sunderland, were relegated to the 3rd tier last season. Throwing for Costa Rica. Ruiz, who scored twice in the final seconds in Brazil. In the possession again now. Has a cultured left foot. Through here might be a shooting opportunity for the Costa Ricans. Ruiz here, but that's gone miles high into those Brazilian fans located behind Alisson's net. I told you it's a nice sunny day, so the sunglasses are out today, much against the forecast. Neat flick on by Gabriel Jesus, but very well organised so far. Ramirez defence working well. The ball was closer to him than to any of his players then. So a rather loose pass out. Coutinho has come very deep to play a part here, not just once but twice. Thiago Silva. Many felt that horrendous defeat by the Germans was down to the fact that Thiago Silva was absent that day, suspended. Here is Thiago Silva once more. Wafted into the general direction of Fada. Paulinho. A very similar pattern to many of the games we've seen here in Russia is this one. One team absolutely monopolising the ball, 65% so far for the Brazilians. The others happy to sit back and look for a counter-attack. And then the games tend to open up a little bit in the second half. May open up here. They took one touch too many. That's a very lax ball, and it's given away here for Willian. Could be a breakthrough for the Brazilians here. And the referee says play on, and Brazil happy to play on. Now there will be a free kick. That was a hearty shove in the back. Can't do that. And despite the protests, which are led by Duarte, it will be a free kick for Brazil, and Neymar wants the ball. He wants to get on with things. Out will come the spray cam. Willian going down on the challenge there of Guzman. The first free kick in a potentially dangerous situation, this one. I wouldn't have thought it was a shooting opportunity, even for somebody as talented and talismanic as Neymar. He could even choose to bring the man on his outside, Willian, into play here. Brazil have, 5 people inside the 18-yard area. Costa Rica have all but one to defend. Can Brazil find a breakthrough from a Neymar free kick? He looks up, he's trying to, not yet. Coutinho could be first to react. And he, like everybody else, is darting back. And so often happens with a free kick at one end of the field, the ball ends up with the goalkeeper at the other. Just 10 minutes played and that possession count 68% for the Brazilians. We saw Spain absolutely dominate possession the other day against Iran, like 80%, but it didn't deal them a goal until the second half. A lot of 1-0 matches so far in this World Cup, and a long way to go in this game. Coutinho at full stretch. I think Costa Rica knew that this was the way the game would pan out. In fact, yesterday the coach did say that he would see how the first half went and then rethink about the game at half time. The ball's being put out deliberately here by Casemiro, who himself is trotting over to the halfway line. He's got a problem with his left boot. He was not moving comfortably, and he's got a problem with his nose. He's got a nosebleed. Casemiro. So Brazil reduced to 10 men for the moment, with 11 minutes played and a scoreline of 0-0. Silva to William, and then the same players combining. Just looking down here, you can see the quintet of Costa Rican defenders in a line. So the onus very much on Brazil to try and find a way through that line as Casemiro rejoins the fray. Well, both sides won the ball. Costa Rica did so fairly. Brazil did so unfairly in the shape of Neymar. Don't often talk about him in defending guys. And that's where he got the nose. It's actually the ball that cannoned off the face of the player there, I think. This is potentially dangerous, and Costa Rica with the pull back and a big chance. Oh, what a chance! That is a massive moment in the game already. Costa Rica should be ahead. Celso Borges with an open net to fire at just about. Alisson was scuttling across his goal. This is going to be interesting. We look at it from the bird's eye view, and it was a really good opportunity. Look at this, he times his run and screws the shot agonisingly wide from a Costa Rica perspective. Well, Borges, who hasn't scored for 2 years since he netted in the Copa America Centenario against Colombia, should by now have his name on the score sheet. It remains scoreless. A stark warning to the Brazilians, who are conceding rather too many goals for Tite's liking at the moment. Conceding possession there, you won't like that either. Guzman. To Gonzalez. Oviedo. Ruiz all left foot. Keylor Navas, who is the only one of the Costa Ricans playing regular first-team football in Europe. Launched it long here, but Brazil should be able to cover the tracks. Although it's straight out. I wonder how nervous, Wagner might have been in the build-up to this game here. We found out he was playing, of course, yesterday. In case you weren't aware of it, every country is allowed a squad of 23 players, including 3 goalkeepers, and it's Costa Rica moving sweetly again here now, and that, to the word sweet occurs again. It was a sweetly timed tackle. Oviedo for Costa Rica, who are posing one or two problems for the South Americans right now. Neymar caught here by Guzman. Well, we know that Neymar suffered 10 tackles in the game against the Swiss. There's no wonder he was hobbling in training the following day. This one looks like a blow to the back, however. Perhaps not unexpectedly, Neymar is the most fouled player in the entire World Cup. I suppose some might have thought Messi would have been. Cristiano Ronaldo very much to the fore in the battle to become the superstar of the World Cup with his 4 goals already for Portugal, of course. And Messi, a part of the Argentine side, which really was humbled by Croatia yesterday. Brazil still looking for their first win, and remember they've only scored 1 minute in the 90 minutes against Switzerland and the 15 minutes we've had here in St. Petersburg today. So they are in possession here with Wagner, who's taken up an interesting position, an old-fashioned right half, so to speak. Now it's William. Marcelo. There's been nothing penetrative about Brazil yet, but they will have another free kick. The culprit on this occasion is Gamboa. Well, I think Neymar knows he's going to get special treatment. Those with the territory of being a £200 million player. I'm sure Brazil would settle if they could just get the first goal in this match. He looks pretty focused right now. Neymar or Marcelo to take this one as the referee uses the spray can, an innovation of course 4 years ago, and a welcome one. Been very well accepted. This ball is met first time. Costa Rica certainly know how to defend. They didn't lose a match of course in Brazil. They've only ever once beaten a South American nation in the World Cup finals. That was Uruguay, and that was 4 years ago. And that great run to the quarterfinals. I think the Uruguayans 3-1 in the group stage. The group that also included England and Italy, and Costa Rica came out top to most people's astonishment, with all due respect to them. And undoubtedly Mr. Kuipers will be putting his whistle to his lips again for the latest foul on William. 6 free kicks awarded for fouls so far, and 5 of those fouls have been committed by the Central Americans. That was a bit of a roar, and that's going to be another free kick against Costa Rica. They are conceding the number now. I think that's the 3rd on Neymar already, so that particular count goes up and up. Coutinho exchanging pleasantries. Neymar was in full stride. He had ambition to going beyond the last man there. It was Venegas, one of those who play in Costa Rica for the Deportivo Saprissa club. So Costa Rica have defended successfully against everything that Brazil have thrown at them so far. What next? Back post, goalkeeper's ball. Navas on trouble. The Real Madrid goalkeeper winning his 83rd cap. Awarded that challenge by Miranda. Costa Rica do look more penetrative, strangely enough, when they get the opportunity. And they've got a ball through here, but it's straight to Alisson. I think the stadium is almost full to capacity. Massive stadium in St. Petersburg. This stadium can be seen by all those cruise ships going by on the river. Urania. That will be an unavailing chase. I imagine as Miranda sweeps the ball across his own 18-yard area. That's not always advisable. They put a bit of pressure on themselves here of the Brazilians. Both teams like to play it out on the floor from the back these days. And it continues to be on the carpet, the green carpet at the foot of Coutinho here. Clever pass was intended for Gabriel Jesus. Coutinho didn't quite locate him. I think more eyes were on Neymar. 20 minutes have gone by, and it's 0-0. Acosta, a latecomer to international football at the age of 29, figures in this move involving Borges. So it's an interesting contest in that Brazil have had plenty of the ball. It's now up to 70%, but it's Costa Rica who are giving Tite there his side much to think about when they move forward more rapidly. With quicker and more piercing passes so far. A contrast in styles. Oviedo. And then a longer pass from Gonzalez, a raking one. First down crossing is useful. Brazil, under duress, get the ball up to Jesus in the centre circle, but to no avail. Hard to see Gabriel Jesus so far. Well, Costa Rica limiting the Brazilians very well. We've had 21 minutes, and the Brazilians have had one shot. That is all. It is a pattern that's emerging in this World Cup. Everybody's so well organised these days. Remember how Panama frustrated Belgium for 45 minutes, and how Iceland restricted Argentina. Well, the referee keeps blowing that whistle, and he keeps blowing it to the advantage of the South Americans. Jesus' boot was very high, and he went to ground under the challenge of Duarte, the man who got sent off 4 years ago in the round of 16 match with Greece. Well, the Brazilian fans have been silenced at the moment by this obdurate Costa Rican defence. We're halfway through the opening half. Once again, just the one Costa Rican, Arania, is not back there defending. And it will be a header, but it's a harmless one. It will count as an attempt on goal. But the effort from Thiago Silva well wide of the mark. Never going to trouble the goalkeeper, Navas. Well, that's the first, I think, offside against Costa Rica. We went through a game the other day, not a single offside in the entire match. And that's the first one in this encounter. It is Thiago Silva now. Like that. Gabriel Jesus now, he's looking to thread it through to Marcelo, taking up a good advanced position. Didn't make it, and once again Costa Rica looking slightly menacing as Rainey got his head to ball, but could only head it straight to the blue cap of Thiago Silva. Most people look, well, here is Jesus now, trying to split that defensive central pairing of Gonzalez and Acosta. Longer ball in, harmless. And if you believe in omens, but this is only the third time in World Cup history that Brazil have worn this all-blue outfit. And they did win on both previous occasions, but then they have won most matches when they played in the World Cup. Not often they get beaten. Just 17 defeats in 105 matches. But I think most people still prefer to see them play in the traditional yellow and blue. What will be, will be. And what will be with this game as well. We've had almost 25 minutes. And the Russian fans are still waiting for it to explode into life with a goal. Wagner plays for the Sao Paulo-based Corinthians club, who actually won the Club World Cup under the charge of Tite a few years ago, beating Chelsea in the final, the last South American side to achieve that feat. Neymar on throwing duties. I'm sure he'd rather be on shooting duties. And once again, the Costa Ricans not only thwart the opposition, they move forward here with a ball played back by Orenia. I think some of the neutrals here are warming to Costa Rica and their style. Now Marcelo will make tracks. Better opportunity, but there's a bit more pep about this move. It will break here for Gabriel. Into that, it's not going to count because he was in an offside position. He will not need the VAR for this one. Disappointment for the Brazilians, disappointment for Gabriel Jesus. But the first shot came in from Marcelo, and by the time it rebounded to the Brazilian striker, he was definitely the wrong side, so far as he's concerned. He was even offside as Marcelo hit the shot. No doubt about it. VAR has been used successfully in this World Cup for the first time and used on a number of occasions already. Well, that would have altered the course of the game without question, but it didn't count. It may just have given a bit of spark to Brazil, though, in believing that they can find a way to break this Costa Rican resistance, and here is that man Gabriel Jesus again. The ball in here is a good one. And well played, Keylor Navas. It must be an unnerving sight when a player of that quality and that speed is homing in on you with the ball rather close to his foot. This is stronger from Brazil. This is the best little concerted effort we've seen from them. But it will end with a free kick against them. Good little spell this for the Brazilians. Neymar there, wrong side of the Costa Rican defence for the first time in the game, but how brave was Keylor Navas, getting down to block the ultimate ambition of the superstar. Calm down, I think, from the phlegmatic coach is the message. Ruiz dispossessed. Very much caught there for being a little too languid, perhaps. Thiago Silva advancing. Casemiro. Neymar onside this time, and here is the pullback. It's not of sufficient quality. And a couple of offside decisions against the Brazilians, but they are beginning to look more menacing. Marcelo pings in another shot, again wide. Ironic that the two best openings have come for a left fullback, Marcelo. Can't hit the target though. Marcelo actually scored on his debut as long ago as 2006 against Wales. And he did have 6 goals to his name. Not as yet today. Gabriel Jesus featured a little bit more in the last few minutes. Not quite sure whether Brazil had changed something in terms of their formation, but they've looked more menacing in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Especially getting Jesus involved more. Neymar. It is Marcelo who is the one who is getting forward regularly, and this is over the top. Not by a long way from Coutinho. He had the first shot of the match, which was too high, and he's had another one here. He can hit them right foot, he can hit them left foot. Didn't get the curl on that one. Coutinho has as good a goal-scoring record as anybody, really. William took his eye off the ball. That was the problem there, not the delivery. Peripheral figure so far in this game, William. We've exactly played 30 minutes. It is, as it started, 0-0. The Argentine supporters will be looking on and saying, well, it's not only us that are struggling against this supposedly inferior opposition. Play on, says the referee, and Marcelo will not so. Oh, no, the referee says no foul on this occasion. Moment of controversy involving Neymar. Bit of booing around the arena.